March Madness officially underway. Student athletes from 68 schools battling it out on the court for a chance to win the championship. That's being whittled down, of course, down to 64. Now the NCAA stands to make more than $1 billion in revenue this year. $1 billion. But those students will not see a dime, even as they are being used, yes, to promote the tournament. My next guest, trying to change all that. North Carolina Congressman Mark Walker, former college athlete who just introduced a bill hoping to give athletes a chance to monetize their talents. Congressman, appreciate you coming in.
Thanks, Ed.
So would these be direct payments, or I've heard various plans that would say they could use their likeness with selling jerseys, autographs. What's in your plan?
Great question to open up this segment here. We are not asking nor requiring the NCAA or the university to pay a single dollar. The only thing that we want is for these student athletes to have the same access to the free market as that you and I, and really every other student, whether you're education, business, if you're a music scholarship, you can go out, pick up a small gig here, play in an orchestra, praise band, whatever it might be. This is a travesty. In fact, I think it's an injustice. Republicans have tried to right some of these wrongs from an injustice standpoint. This is a big one, and we hope to overturn this.
So you say this is America. They should have a chance to experience free enterprise, obviously, in this country. But be specific on what they would get then. Is it cash payments or?
Well, we're requiring the NCAA as a nonprofit. We don't believe big government coming in and telling the NCAA what they should do. The only thing that our law does, it changes the tax code through the Ways and Means Committee for an amateur status, meaning that these students can go out and market themselves. A young entrepreneur, we're not asking for any payment be made to anybody. But here's the thing, Ed. 99% of these student athletes, of the 500,000, will never receive a single dollar from a professional sports contract. Why they're 18, 19, 20 years old, they're old enough to go and serve in a war zone. They're certainly old enough to go and do many things, and of course vote, but they do not have any access to their likeness or image. That's wrong, and we want to change it.
Well, and you know, some critics of your bill will say these kids are getting something. They're getting a free college education through their scholarship. I wonder, though, I know you're a Duke basketball fan down there in North Carolina. They're going to be a big force in this tournament, as we all know. But Zion Williamson, he's not being paid by Duke, not being paid by the NCAA. He's going to be a one and done, meaning he'll leave. He's not going to stay for that free education, number one. And number two, he's got Nike and the other sneaker companies, in addition to an NBA team, ready to pay him millions. So why would he stick around?
Well, I'm not sure that he would, but here's one aspect that we think this particular piece of legislation would keep men and women in school, is because many of these young men and women come from underprivileged or impoverished communities. They don't even have the money to take their families out to eat at certain games, or at maybe in an away game. This would allow for a backup quarterback at Elon University or North Carolina A&T, which are both in my district. If somebody wants to employ them at a local car dealership for a couple $100s to sign autographs or something, they should have access. That's their image. They're not like this. We're not asking to sell jerseys. We're not asking the NCAA to do anything except remove the restriction. It is only the student athlete that literally has to sign a moratorium to have any access to their own image. That's wrong, Ed.
Well, Congressman, I got to end it. I'm a fan of Kentucky and the Wildcats. I know Coach Cal. I think they're going to take out your Duke Blue Devils. Tell me why I'm wrong.
Well, I don't know that you are. I know that we got the better of them early this year, but
you did.
The Atlantic Coast Conference is strong with Virginia and Tar Heels as well.
All right, Congressman, good luck with Duke. Good luck with the bill. We appreciate you coming on the story tonight.
Thanks, Ed.
All right, up next.